or not. So in that condition, when people are well aware, then I don't think it will influence that much in the election.
Let's go there. Så det er ganske langt, ja.
So the guest of honor is this year's winner of the Student Peace Prize, Sharm Tong. So give her a great hand for being able to be here with us.
Thank you very much for coming, and thank you very much for your time. As you have already witnessed what is happening inside Burma today, and I would like to say that the situation is not getting any better. We have been under the military dictatorship since 1962, and the life of the people has been continued to get worse. I grew up on the Thai-Burma border, where I was sent by my parents. I was born in the conflict area in Shan State. The winner and the real hero and the real people and who should be the winner of the year of the Student Peace Prize continue to be the young people and the women and the students who continue to suffer and trying their best, in surviving, but also trying to educate and trying to build change for themselves and the community in Burma as a whole under this Burmese military dictatorship. The regime is trying to block the information flow. That's why our work on the border is trying to document and trying to have the fact findings of what is happening to the life of the people. Under this current military regime, even these NGOs, they are not allowed to work freely. They are denied of the access, to provide the support and aid to the local needed people. It is very difficult for them, and especially early last year, the regime have come out with the new guidelines for all these agencies. For example, any field work and field visit on the ground, they must be escorted by the military regime.
You were only 17 when you addressed the UN Commission on Human Rights in Geneva. How did that feel?
Yes, it is quite challenging because we also have to prepare and practice what we have to say, and it is in front of many countries and the leaders from different representatives from different countries, including the Burmese military regime representative from the State Peace and Development Council. However, I feel that it is a forum that we can tell the world of what is really happening to the life of the people on the ground. And I think the regime also know that they cannot lie to the international community that of what they have committed against the people. As you know, that most of our work are the cross-border work that continue to try to work for the change, human rights and democracy change in Burma. Most of our work are through the cross-border work with the refugee, the internally displaced person, and the situation in the fighting and war area. We still have to break these silences of what is really happening to women, how the regime have committed all the sexual violence systematically, and this voice and the silence should be break to international community to hear what is going on, so that they can put pressure, so that they can help, to bring about change in Burma. There have been several independent and media that is alternative media that are trying to voice the situation and expose what is happening inside Burma in all levels. You can see there have been different media, especially in different ethnic language, that continue to broadcast expose what is happening. We have the radio program, for example, the Democratic Voice of Burma that is based in Oslo, and other radio program that broadcast back into Burma, so that the people inside Burma also know under the closed society and under the state-run, tightly controlled media.
I was really interested to find out more about what Sharmthong was talking about when she was talking about Democratic Voice of Burma. I was lucky enough to see Democratic Voice of Burma record a TV program which they prepared to send into Burma. So in effect it's a kind of guerrilla media broadcasting from Norway into Burma. So this is what I found.
The Democratic Voice of Burma is a non-profit media organization run by Burmese refugees in Norway. Their mission is to bring about social change and to impact the ideals of democracy and human rights, so that one day they can return to their home country and live in freedom.
Uganda struggles with underdevelopment. Civil war has ravaged the country for the last few decades, and this has affected people's liberty and freedom of the press. I took the train to the University of Life Sciences to meet with George Seninyogi to ask him about the media in Uganda.
Vi har en signal. Vi har lokalt upp till skivan.
According to me, the government, when we made the new constitution, Mr. Museveni, President, he was really out to give press freedom as a way of disseminating information to people. That was when the government was doing a lot of good things. Everyone was saying hurrah to the Ugandan government all the time, and the press could write very, very good things. But then the press could not stop both the media on the radio and the they went further to abuse, in a way to abuse that right they had. So the government nowadays, it could be even higher, but now the government has tried to put rings around them and say, you can't go beyond these borders. There is a guy called Mwenda. He works on Monitor FM. He's a critic. He writes in the newspapers too. But these are guys who are picked from the studios and arrested and questioned by the CID and everyone. However much they go on to talk, they go on to whatever, but still there is some kind of intimidation. First, the president always says, these guys who go to the radio, why do you abuse me? You talk bad about me. I'll close those radios. If the media, if you're writing the right thing, yeah, don't get scared to go to prison. This is what happened, and it's true.